I think we hit a blood Sterling here. I think we hit the double visual. What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily. And today, wow, we got a great clutch that hatched in the incubator. It just shed out. I want to show you this clutch. We hit some really good odds with this and some really interesting snakes. And right before I was about to leave, we had a boa litter. Boa litter number 1 for the year. That's right. I had to leave and drop off a snake at FedEx, but we pulled that boa litter, and you're going to really love this one. We hit a very special snake. Stay tuned. All right. We had some eggs hatching here in the facility, and these guys shed out. I wanted to wait because this was a really interesting clutch. This was a red stripe lesser blade clown that was het for pied. It's pretty powerhouse little male. Or that's the female, I think it was. And the male was a pastel red stripe double het pied clown. So we got 3 babies that hatched out here. This definitely looks to be a blade clown to me, which would make it also 66% het for pied. It actually looks like it has orange dream in it. I thought maybe it had red stripe, but we'll show you what a red stripe clown looks like in a little bit. I don't think it has red stripe in it. This has obviously got no lesser in it, but it's a really nice, clean looking clown. Now there could be pastel in this. I don't think it has it. I think this is just going to be blade clown. But it's very orangey. I just don't see anything else that could be in it. Now, if it is het pied, that could be changing its look a little bit. So really nice. Now this one here is a pastel clown that also has red stripe in it. So the red stripe is going to bring all these little dots in here, and that's going to give us some cool looks. Let me see if we can put this up here. It'll open up for us. Take a look at this snake. All of a sudden it's being shy. Tucking its head in there. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful little red stripe pastel clown. To me, the dorsal striping is a lot lighter than the one I just showed you, that's why I don't think the one I showed you is pastel. I think this one is pastel. This is pastel red stripe clown. Really nice, which is also make it 66% het for pied. And then the one that really confused me is this one. Let's pull her out. Because I'm like, what's going on here? How did I get a white snake? And if you think about the parents for a minute, I saw the small black eyes. And the small black eyes, to me, always mean lesser pied. And then I remembered that we do have pied to pied in here. So I think what we have here is a lesser pied. This could potentially also be red stripe. It could also potentially be pastel. And it could also potentially be a visual clown. It's possible that we hit a visual clown here, because we won't be able to see it, because lesser pieds are all completely white with little black eyes. So we definitely have a lesser pied here, and whether we have anything else in here, it remains to be seen. We'll have to prove that out, or at least test the sheds at some point and see if we do have 1 or 2 copies of clown in here. So, well, we definitely have 1 copy. It's at least het clown, because the mother was a visual clown. So Papa's packing in the other room. Actually, Papa's the one who picked this one up as suggesting pied, because lesser pieds, once again, completely white. So a really nice 3 baby clutch, and I'm pretty happy with the outcome. Look at that, our first boa litter of the year. Holy mackerel, from our jungle double het blood Sterling female that was bred by a double het blood Sterling male who's still in there with and look at this litter. I knew it was going to be a big one too. Amazing. Wow, I see some Sterlings. He has some visual Sterlings right here. That's a visual Sterling. The question is, do we hit a blood? Oop, there's the mama. You probably got a paper towel roll. You can keep her away from my hands. There's the daddy. There's the mama. Let's keep these guys away so I can reach in there and not get bit. I think we hit a blood Sterling here. I think we hit the double visual. What do you think, Pop?
Yep.
Yeah, look at that. I think that's it. Remember, these are not Russo reds, so that red is definitely coming from the blood. We have that's a blood Sterling, so that's a double recessive. The blood is obviously going to bring the reds in. The Sterling removes all pattern. Here's just a regular blood. It's going to be double het or 66 het Sterling. Here's another blood. So we have a bunch of bloods in here. This is a nice litter. We got a decent amount of snakes. Let's see if we can break up these little, make sure they can breathe here. Take some of these sacks off. She must have just recently delivered this. Yeah. I think this is another blood right here.
Because I checked this morning.
Yep, here she comes again. Watch that little mama. Here's a really nice Sterling. Look at that. It's a dark, dark Sterling. We could have some jungle Sterlings, and you got to remember also inside this clutch, there's Hog Island blood in these parents too. So sometimes you see really light stuff, and this one is still absorbing its yolk sac, so we're not going to disturb that too much. But we got some definitely nice babies. I think we only hit one blood Sterling. Yeah. What terrible odds that is. Yeah. It was I guess it's a 1 in 16 chance. So we probably have about 25 babies here. So I'll be happy with one. I'll take one over none, that's for sure. And we got a bunch of bloods and we got a bunch of visual Sterlings. So this was very successful. Took a while for these guys. I thought they were going to go last year. They didn't. They went early this season. So that's going to be really fantastic. And we're going to pull these guys and we'll take a look at them tomorrow. See how they look once they're a bit in the incubator and cleaned up. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you like those pretty cool ball pythons we hatched out. We got some red stripe. It was actually my first red stripe clown I ever produced. And they all could be possible het pied, which is great. And we produced that. Really, I almost was confused by the lesser pied because I didn't expect pied. And I was like, where did the white snake come from? And those small little eyes always give it off. I've produced a lot of lesser pieds in the past, so we kind of recognized it once we realized what it could be. Because I was trying to say, I don't think both parents, I thought maybe it was the super lesser at first. And I said, no, super lessers really don't have small eyes. And I'm thinking only one parent had lesser. But when I saw that pied possibility, 25% chance with the lesser, we hit it, lesser pied, and you never know what it could be, a clown as well. So that could be a real stellar snake. Of course, the boa litter was the highlight of the day. And we hit that blood Sterling. I've been trying for a long time. These two double hets finally bred. We beat the odds because we had a nice big litter of 26 babies. And we only got one blood Sterling. But you know what? It was stellar. It's spectacular. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it sheds out. It's got a lot of reds in it. I think it's going to get even redder after that first shed. So I'm super happy. We also got some really, really nice regular Sterlings that are going to be potentially possible het blood. And then we got some bloods that were possible het Sterling. So all in all, a really good litter. We'll get a better look at it tomorrow when we can pull it out of the incubator. And hopefully some of those babies will have gotten the sacs off of themselves and they will have absorbed their yolk sacs. We can take a better look. All right, guys, if you're loving these videos, show us that love. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications. Hit that like button.